Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had an amazing spring break. I know we did. Just wanted to outline here and explain really the week, specifically today, what you should be focusing on. For the kids that have been staying on top of things with Ed Galaxy, then you can kind of ease back into things a little less frantically, especially those of you that finished already. But really, a big push is going to be for me, the Ed Galaxy, all the social studies and all the language section is due by this Wednesday, the 15th. And so you guys have known about it for a while. Hopefully you're pacing out. I haven't been notifying parents where you're at in that process because you should be able to manage that. And I've been focusing on the other assignments, but you can see how much you still have to go. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be a little light on not jumping back into the new social studies stuff. On Wednesday, we will. So really, the focus is get your Ed Galaxy all caught up and finished. And then the other focus is, for me, we're starting a new novel study. If you look at my screen here, if you go to resources, that's how I go through things. And you go to the lessons for today, Monday, April 13, you'll see a couple things here. We have the book The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963. And so this aligns with our social studies, the civil rights movement that we finished up that unit. It's an awesome book. A lot of fifth grade classes are doing it. And so we are going to be pacing ourselves for 4 weeks. We're dividing the book into 4 sections. And so you can see here there's a PDF version of the book. You don't need to have the book, but you can have that and download. And then there's also this audio file of someone reading it. It's LeVar Burton. He was actually the old school Reading Rainbow, if you've ever seen. He's the dude on that. So it's awesome to hear that. And so what I recommend is that you download the PDF and listen to the audio reading as you go along. It makes it a little bit easier. There's some slang and dialect that is easier to kind of hear there. So that's what I recommend, but don't go any further. We're going to pace ourselves. So that goes out to page 1 to page 35 this week. So by Thursday, you should be through page 35, and so you can listen to the file. So if you go to the PDF version of this and go to it to download, really you can read it just from this screen, and you'll see this is the book. You'll notice here it says page 1 out of 154. They're not actually 154 pages, because if you look, the first couple, it's like slides. All of this is like all the intro stuff. Really, when you get to page 1, you're already, you could see page 1, 13 slides in. So really we're looking at the page numbers here. We're doing page numbers 1 through 35 this week. I'd ask that you not go ahead, because we're going to be doing some discussion board stuff and even in some class discussions on our Google Meet, and I don't want people to be way ahead because it's easier to give stuff away. But with this, you can actually download. So if you look on the side here, the pop out, once you do that pop out, it allows you to download. And if you download it, hit that download button, it pulls it up and you can save it to your computer or device, and that's easier, I think. Even if you don't save it to something, you just pull it up each time and you can start reading the book, just like a book. The other thing to look at here is when you look at the resources along the side, this audio file, when you pull it up, you can listen to it just here. But there's some issues when you try to drag along. Say you didn't read it the whole time and then you try to go back 34 minutes in, it doesn't always pull up. So it's still actually reading at that point. So what I recommend here is if you get off of this and go over and actually download it, just like you did to the PDF. If you hit here, you can listen to it here. You can use a zip drive. Like, this doesn't work for me on my computer. I go over here and download, and when I download it, once again, I'm saving it to my computer. Then I have access and I can go back into the exact time period, so I don't have to listen to all 90 minutes of that first period. If you want to knock it all out early on in the week, that's cool. But if you do download this, you'll have the audio and then the PDF. You can pull it up and follow along. That being said, that's the focus of this week. And each week, like I said, if you can you can count that towards your 30 minutes of reading. and that way you have a book, or you can do this and then read your own book. But either way, pace it out, because some of the assignments are going to assume, and I expect that you have read this book in some way or another. Some people are going to ask, can I go buy the book or order on Amazon? Certainly you can, but you don't need to. You have the PDF and you have this audio. You don't have to, if you're having issues with the audio file, you don't have to have someone read aloud to you. You can read it yourself. But we are going to be working on that this week. And so on our It's Learning page, when you actually go to the page, you'll see that we have everything. Also, the PDF is linked when you go right here. I have it as the PDF version right here. And then the reading assignment, it just kind of walks you through, and you can see pages 1 through 35. It just gives you some information to think about as you read. Social studies, you're going to work on just your digital journal for the day. And then Ed Galaxy, language and social studies. I hope you are back in the swing of things pretty soon. I know it's hard after a spring break, but we're getting closer and closer to summer every day. So I will talk to you guys soon. Definitely jump in the discussion today if you have any questions for me, and happy Monday.